Tell me, why are we friends with toxic people? Why are we friends with people that literally drain us, that control us, don't respect our boundaries, that don't respect us, and don't help us grow or elevate us in any way? Why do we still stick around them when we know the signs, when we have seen the red flags, when we know that they are not a real friend? Hi guys, my name is Trudy and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today, I'm gonna tell you what are the signs of a toxic friend. So first things first, a toxic friend never respects your boundaries. What do I mean by this? When you tell your friend that you don't want to hang out, you don't want to talk to her about anything, or that she found out about something but you're just not ready to tell her about what had happened. When you do that, she flips out and gets mad about it. That means she does not respect your boundaries. When you have a real friend and when you have a true friend, they will respect your boundaries. They will give you space. They will allow you to come to them when you are ready. But with a toxic friend, that friend cannot wait. That friend wants to know exactly what happened at that time. And they literally don't care about how you feel. And they don't respect your privacy. Toxic friends never respect your privacy. They just want to know everything. And they expect you to tell everything, each and every secret. And if you don't tell them anything and they find out that you've known about it and you haven't told them, they'll flip out and get so mad and angry. And then they'll just be like, why didn't you tell me? We're best friends. They expect you to tell them everything. But when there's something that you don't want to tell them, or that maybe you just don't trust them because they're toxic. You can't trust a toxic friend because that'll be the worst thing that you could do, trusting a toxic friend if you do not want to talk about something. I had one ex-best friend. She just never respected my boundaries. She found out that I was going through this certain incident in my life, and she came to me about it and said, Trudy, is everything okay? I heard about this. And I said, yeah, I'm going through something right now, but I don't want to speak to you about it right now because I just need my space and I don't feel like I could have trusted her at that moment. She didn't want to respect my boundary, and she didn't want to respect what I said. She just kept asking, like, tell me, like, I want to know, like, please, you can tell me everything. I'm your best friend. But I kept on saying, no, I don't want to talk to you about it. Just leave me alone. And she just got so mad, and she just like literally said, I'm your best friend. I have done so much for you. And yeah, she went on and on about it. But when you do that as a toxic friend, you're just losing the trust even more, because she's not going to want to tell you at all when you flip out like that. So if you're going to be a good friend, she will respect your boundaries and she will give you the space you need and the privacy in order to come to her when you're ready. Or even if you don't want to tell her about what happened, she would be totally okay with that. And that is what friends do. It does not matter how long you've known that friend. It does not matter if she is your best friend or whoever she may be. If you don't want to tell her, she should respect that and keep it that way. Because that's what a friend would do. That's what I would expect my friends to do. A toxic friend never communicates anything to you. If you have a friend that whenever you have a problem or there's an uncomfortable situation, that friend will never address it or never apologize if it was her fault. Or if y'all have a fight and then later on y'all never like come back and talk about it and say like, what I did was wrong and I apologize if I hurt you in any way or for the way I spoke to you. If a friend does not come to you about a problem, about a situation, let's say you made a mistake, she got hurt. If that friend is not open enough to come and talk to you about it or come to you about anything and communicate her feelings to you, then she's not a real friend. That's a toxic friend. Because a toxic friend, when it gets uncomfortable, they would shut down and not talk about it. Go like that for months without talking to you, and then out of nowhere come out and talk to you like everything's okay, like nothing has ever happened. I've had so many people do this to me. I had a friend, like we would fight and then we would not talk for months, and later on she would come and talk to me never address the issue, never apologize for her mistake, never apologize for the way she hurt me with her words and for the way she disrespected me. No, no, no. If I have a friend, I want that friend to communicate whatever it is with me in a healthy way, work through it, not shut down and not talk about it. Because I want to talk about whatever had happened. I want to talk about how that made her feel hurt or the mistake that I made. And I want to know my mistake and work on my mistake so that I will be able to be a better friend for her, so that I would know what she went through. If my friend cannot come and communicate that with me, and if we cannot work through the problem or through the fight, then I don't want that. Because communication is key in a friendship. You need to be able to tell each other anything and everything. And you need to be as open as possible with your friend. If my friends aren't open with me, then I cannot have a friendship with them. Because I need communication. But if they can't come to me about a simple thing, then what's the point of being my best friend? That makes me so hurt that my own best friend couldn't come to me about a certain problem, about a certain situation that she was going through. A toxic friend will never be real and honest with you. Let's say that you wear something and it doesn't look attractive, or you do not look good in it, or your hair may not go well with the outfit. If your friend does not tell you that you do not look good in this, or this doesn't match, that friend is a toxic friend. Let's say you keep going back to the same ex or to the same person that wronged you, and you keep associating with people like that, and you tell your friend this, that they did this horrible thing, and that you're still hanging out with them. Your friend should be real enough to tell you that you are an idiot for hanging out with them for what they did. Because if my friend cannot tell me and be real with me about that, then what's the point? They need to give me a reality check. They need to tell me when I made a mistake. They need to tell me when I'm doing something wrong. I may be doing something without even thinking about it. But if my friend does not point out and tell me, Trudy, what you're doing is wrong, then what's the point? And if my toxic friend is like, oh yeah, do whatever you want, it means they're not a real friend. They're just time servants. They just don't care what you do. They just allow you to do whatever it is. But a real friend cares, because a real friend does not want you to get into trouble. And when they know that you have been in trouble, and when you have been hurt before, and you're still hanging out with the same person, they will give you a reality check and tell you that you're stupid, that you're pathetic, that you're an idiot. They should also be like happy for your achievements, because when you do something good, even the small wins, let's say you moved on from a guy, you healed a very traumatic relationship, that friend should celebrate that small win with you, and they should say, yes, well done, I'm so proud of you. If your friend doesn't do that, oh, you're with the wrong ones, honey. You're with the wrong ones. The ones that are negative and draining. Have you ever had a friend that whenever you hang out with her or him, constantly feel drained? Or like whenever you talk to them, it's always this negative energy and this negative vibe, always in a bad mood. You're in this vibrational level. Your vibrational level is so high and their vibrational level is here. But then you try to bring them up here, but they always keep dragging you down. And they are not in the same level as you are. So it's okay to cut off toxic friends like that, because they are not like-minded as you are. And you're not going to be able to evolve, improve, and grow because of their negative energy and their negative vibe. The one-sided friendships. You're the one putting all the effort, the love, and care into the friendship, while you get nothing from the other friend. That the same energy that you give off is not reciprocated back to you. So what does that mean? Because if you're the friend that's always constantly advising them, calling them, always paying for them, they are not being there for you. They don't suggest anything. They just stay wherever they are, and they don't care anything about you or whatever you do. Or if you have a problem, they will just ignore you when they know what you're going through. I had a friend once. My mom used to bake these cakes and goodies, and I always used to tell my mom, keep a piece for my friend. I want to take a piece for her to school tomorrow. Mom would always, obviously save up whatever she makes because I always tell her. And when I take it to school, she would always like, it's delicious, it's tasty. And there was this one time she told me that she baked some goodies with her brother and her family. Then I was like, oh wow, I would like to taste some. And then she's like, oh yeah, I would have bought one for you, but my brother whacked it, like we finished it yesterday. And see, this is always the case. Whenever my mom makes anything, I always make it a point to bring something for her. We could have finished it too. I wouldn't have dared to ask my mom to keep a piece for her. I wanted to share whatever we had with my best friend. So it felt one-sided in that way. If you have a friend like that who is always constantly relying on you, you're the only one always putting the effort and the energy into the friendship, then that means she's not a real friend. You want to be with people that reciprocate the same energy that you give. Like whatever you give or whatever you do for that friend gives it back to you. The ones that gossip are the dangerous ones, because they gossip about anyone and anything, and they would gossip about you with another friend, and that's dangerous because they would just hang out or call you just to talk about someone else and not talk about themselves or not talk about you, or even help you grow, teach you something, elevate you or evolve. They're on social media, they're checking other people's stories and their posts and just worried about what they do. Me and my friends gossip as well, but that's healthy gossip. But having friends who constantly always talk about other people, they don't have anything good to say, joking about someone or laughing about someone. You don't want to be surrounded by friends like that. Honey, let's talk about us. Like, we have so much to talk about ourselves. I'll tell you what I'm doing and you tell me what you're doing. And you teach me something that I don't know. And I'll teach you something that you don't know. And that's how we grow, and that's how we bring each other up. That's how we grow with each other. That's how we become the highest version of ourselves. That's how we become our best selves. Because if we don't do that, what's the point of having a friendship? Friendships should be hanging out with people that are constantly growing and constantly learning, that are hungry to learn or have that hunger to educate themselves, and they want to share that knowledge with your friends, and you want to share your knowledge with your friends, because that's how we grow. That's what I'm doing right now. I am putting out this video so that people out there can learn through what I've experienced or get inspired by what I say. We don't need to gossip about people. We have our own lives to focus on, and we don't need to be focusing on other people's lives. They'll do what they're doing and we'll do what we are doing. We don't need to find about what other people are doing. Find people that you want to be like and you want to learn from. You can both evolve and elevate and grow together, because that is what life is all about. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something from it. Thank you for supporting the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.